I might join you.
Did you see the shock on my face? I'm like, wait.
My finger, I don't know if I need to clean my little pad or my fingers. I handle paper more than I used to, and I feel like my fingerprints disappearing. I don't do the touch thing. So, oh my gosh. Hi, everyone. I just want to welcome a very special guest tonight, Miss Akela-B. Akela, thank you for coming on the channel tonight. So happy you're here.
Yes, thank you for having me, and I'm happy to be here, Ginger. I
Oh,
just
yeah.
love your energy. Like I've told you, you're so whimsical. It's
Oh,
so
thank
eerie.
you.
I just love it. Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Well, I hope we have a nice, whimsical, funny night tonight. We have people in chat already. So, what I want to do is quickly say hello, and then I want to introduce everybody to Akela and have her just talk a little bit about her journey before we get started. And I did put up a little pinned link. Please hold your questions until I prompt it because it's getting harder to go back and forth with all these questions that are randomly put in. So please hold your question. And all right, let's get started. Let's say hello to everybody. So we want to get started reading. So Karen Doyle, love her energy, love reading for her mom and sister. They come in often. They've passed and they have beautiful energy. So love, love reading that. And once again, welcome, sweet souls. We ask that you wait until prompted to ask your questions. Okay, it's just easier to find. So, Divine Universe is here, and we do take questions at random. But when we don't, Akela, so when I don't have time, we don't have time to get everybody fit in. I make me a list, and those who didn't get read kind of get put up to top of
Okay.
the list. So Divine Universe is one of those that we will be reading for. And the beautiful Nancy's here.
Hi, Nancy.
Her son made a meatloaf and they're making dinner. And one of my favorite things about meatloaf is the day after with meatloaf sandwiches.
Can you
Tomato and ketchup.
can you believe I've never had meatloaf?
You've not.
I've never had meatloaf.
Let's go on that meatloaf tangent. So I was married to someone who didn't like a lot of foods. And so I didn't make meatloaf for years. And when I made meatloaf again for my sons, it didn't taste right. I'm like, wait a minute, I make the best meatloaf. Why does this not taste good? And the next time I tried it again, and then I realized, you know what? It's the beef. The beef does not taste the same today as it did 20 years ago.
Years ago. Yeah. Yeah.
Big difference, big difference. So anyway, off that, on to the next. Brendan's here. Hello, Brendan. He's enjoying adult life after graduating the university. So he's working. He's a working gentleman now. And here is artsy girl Marilyn. Okay. All right, well, because once a mod, always a mod. Are you on a, is she on your channel? Is she a mod?
She's an artsy's on your channel.
Oh, there. Okay, well, Artsy, you want to be a mod? I'm going to make you a mod. All right, mod it is. All right, Evelyn. Hello, welcome to the channel. Thank you for coming, sharing space with us tonight. And we have Ange. Hello, Ange. Talk about someone else with beautiful energy. Ange, roots and waves. Love reading with her. One time we did a reading. She did charms and I did smoking billet readings. And she reminded me the other night that I forgot I hadn't done a live with that in a long time. So that's to come. Summer's here. I'll be off school for a couple weeks and then go back and then off for a few more weeks. And then I will be doing more stuff on channel. So Craig is here. Craig and Clara, always happy to see them in chat. Love their energy as well. And Liz is here. Hi, Liz. Welcome. I want to welcome everyone and thank you for taking time to share space with us tonight.
Yes.
It's a Wednesday night, middle of the week, hump day. So we're gonna kick it off. Hello, Garnet. Welcome, welcome. What the Fae? Love it. Love the pictures he shares. He's Garnet. Are you still on vacation? He went to, now I forgot where he went to. Oh my gosh, I forgot already. My mind is, lots of squirrels in this attic. Stephanie is here. Hi, Stephanie. Oh my gosh. Yes, meatloaf is the all American comfort food. And then, of course, if you can drink it down with some apple pie after, it's even better. Hi, Mama Sushi. How are you, my dear? Mama Sushi is Mama once again. Well, in utero, Mama once again. So we wish you and that little baby just many, many blessings. May he or she grow up to be this most wonderful, unique being that will help change this world for the better. So,
Yes.
And I just got chills all over. I'm getting goosebumps. I am getting goosebumps. All right, let's see who else is here. Which she's a veg head. Oh no. It's hard to find a good meatloaf in a restaurant. So all right, let's keep going, keep going. What is that sweet doll? Are you this one? I think that's the only doll I have behind me. Ange, are you talking about this little sweet thing?
Oh, look at that smile.
Oh, you're gonna make me cry. So in the early 70s, mid 74-ish, 74, 75, my grandmother drove all the way from California to Florida, picked me up, and we drove all the way back to California. And back in the day, I can't believe I still have this thing. Back in the day, as you head into close past Texas, closer into California, there was always an Indian reservation, and they had their little shops. And my grandmother got me this, and I don't know if it ever had a squeaker, but I cannot believe I still have. Look at the hair.
Yes.
So that's my little altar, my little mini ancestral altar. So I'll keep it there. But I just love her.
It's adorable.
Anyway, so thank you for noticing that. Better keep my place clean if you guys are noticing things behind me. Yeah, they'll usually, yeah. Now the other side of the room with all my art stuff everywhere. I gotta make that a project. Hi, Jessica Lynn. All right, let's see. I'm thinking that Genful Journey's here. Lovingly color, joyful journey, gentle journey. And there we go. Yeah. Oh my gosh, that's funny. I know. I go through phases. I need to get right back into my art. Anyways, all that being said, I want to welcome and everybody, will you please meet the beautiful Akela-B? And welcome to the channel once again. And Akela, tell us a little bit about your journey. Let's everybody get to know you.
Yeah. So I really started on this journey in 2021 because when I lost my brother, in 2020. And now before losing him, I had a lot of experiences before, but I didn't understand, like most, what it was, why it was happening to me, what I was supposed to be doing. I knew things, I saw things, I felt things, but it was like, okay. Yeah, I saved people from things, and I was like, I don't know
Look
why.
what to say.
Yeah, but I knew there was something important, but I just didn't know what. And then I'm from the Caribbean, so growing up in the Caribbean, it's taboo, no matter
Oh,
what's
it's
in the world.
taboo.
Yeah. So
Oh.
doing this, it's like, oh my gosh, you're dealing with
Ooh.
energy, and I'm like, whatever. Now I'm like, whatever, I don't care. But one of the things I always loved is I was never afraid to share my experiences with my close friends. I was
Mm-hmm.
a chitty chatty. I was like, guess what happened? And I told this one that and that kind of stuff, right? But then when I lost my brother in 2020, I came back from the Caribbean because he lived in the Caribbean. I
Okay.
came back and I heard some of my peers shared with me a metaphysical event that was going on. And they said, hey, do
Ooh.
you want to go to this? And I said, oh, okay. Okay. Good. So we went, and that's where I met Sun Psychic Jean. She did a live presentation, right? And I'm sitting in the
Really?
audience, and I wanted to ask a question, but I didn't want to, so I waited. And then she had discounted readings, so I took up on that,
Sure.
and I had the reading with Jean, and from that reading, we sort of kicked off. And I was invited to practice sessions and stuff like that,
Mm-hmm.
and
Where
I would
we
always
met.
be in chat. Yeah, and then boom, here I am, right? I would always be in chat, like listening, just like lurking.
Mm-hmm.
But I would always say like hi, but never really ask questions because I didn't know what questions to ask. And then I started asking questions. And one time Jean read for me live, and she said, "My spirits are playing the song for by Lizzo called 'It's About Damn Time.'" It's like, oh.
Oh my
So
goodness.
but what I love with me joining this community and meeting everyone and having the practice sessions is that it helped with my foundation, right? I knew I had these abilities or these things. I didn't even know they were abilities. I
But
knew I
what
had
to do with them?
experiences, right? So joining the groups helped me to know to one, protect myself,
Mm-hmm.
um, and other little things that I would not have learned if I hadn't found this community.
Right.
And my brother is always right there with me, pushing, he's like,
Mm.
go, and
Love it.
so yeah, so from 2021 to here I am. And Jean has really, really inspired, and I don't want to use the word push, but
Right. There you
encouraged
go.
is the word,
Yes.
encouraged me to, you have you have what it takes.
Mm-hmm.
Believe in
It's a
yourself,
beautiful
do
gift.
thing. And then yeah, and from one practice session to another, then I've met you, and here we are together,
Yeah.
and I've met a lot of other folks and I've done shows with them. So it's a beautiful experience.
It
So,
is.
so anyone who I would say is wondering if they should take the leap,
Right.
just and just try it. Try it. But I
Well,
love it. I love helping people.
right. And they say we all have these abilities.
Yes.
It's something to practice and work with and stuff.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
but Craig was saying dealing with mediumship is a taboo in the Navajo tribe, but not on his Hispanic side.
Wow.
So that's really interesting. So, and you would think Caribbean, they have their own religion there, don't they?
So so here's the thing with the Caribbean, right?
Mm-hmm.
Most now there are folks who like, quick example. I went home in 2017, didn't know the mess I was walking into. And I've traveled multiple times back home. But for this one trip, I kept changing my dates, changing my date. And I was like, this is not normal, right? So I went home and I stayed with some family,
Mm-hmm.
and I went to bed one night, but I noticed before that every time dusk hit, I could feel a difference in the energy. And I didn't know why. I was like, why am I feeling this way? And then one night I went to bed, and as I'm sleeping, in between, that in between phase where you're asleep, but you're not asleep, I see like this orange light. And as I'm looking, I see a child head bobbing coming in the bedroom.
Oh my goodness.
So I thought it was one of my girls because they
Uh-huh.
were that age. I'm laying on the bed and I'm watching this thing come in, and I'm like, why are they taking so long to go to sleep? This thing climbs up on the bed, and I can feel the indentation of when it climbs up on the bed, and
Wow.
it's slowly coming up on the bed. And I'm getting frustrated because I'm like, why won't my girls go to sleep? And I spun around. When I spun around, nothing was there. Ginger, it freaked me out. I panicked. I tucked like this will save me, right? I
Right?
tucked the sheet. It was like, but okay, so I tell that story because what I was leading up to is there are a lot of people in the Caribbean who they do this, but it's for the lower vibration side. So I think
Oh.
that's why it's so taboo.
Hmm.
But I found out what that energy was and why it approached me. Because it
Okay.
was supposed to help a little cousin of mine. And
Oh.
yeah, so I took
Because
yeah,
I
exactly. I didn't
I
even
had
know.
this thought. Let me share because I've had this thought. I'm like, it was about you thought about your daughter's ages, right? Age.
Mhm,
And
mhm.
I just had this vision of maybe you actually were at one point pregnant with triplets and
Oh.
this was the little one coming
Ooh.
to see mama. I know, right? Here goes the goosebumps again.
Well, well, anyway, so we end up taking my little cousin to a spiritual lady who is of the light. And
Uh-huh.
she did something that stood out to me, right? After she helped cleanse my cousin of whatever, she asked the mother, she said, how did you know to bring him here? And my cousin-in-law said, well, she told me something happened and she told me to come, let's come here, let's bring him. And the lady took her hand and she put it on my chest. And I normally don't let people touch me. I'm
Right,
a
right.
touchy person. And she says to my cousin-in-law, she said, she's a good one. And it took me back. I
Oh,
was like, I'm a good one. What does she mean? And I never got to ask her like fully what she meant.
yeah.
But I
You're
realized that,
beautiful.
yeah,
Mhm.
that I was there to help my little cousin. And this lady
Oh,
was the one who so so when
wow.
you do this, because there's so much dark magic,
Mhm.
people say it's taboo. Yeah.
Right, right. Oh my goodness. Wow. I wanted to show real quick. Artsy girl says, "Love Caribbean pepper pot soup."
Ooh.
That sounds yum.
Yeah, it is spicy, but that's not a
Right.
Trinidad thing. I think that might be a either Guyana or Grenada thing. That pepper pot.
Oh, okay. So Craig says something. Let me come to. Oh, Polly's here. Hi, Polly. Tomer's come in. Tomer is here. Polly. We've had a couple people. Ruby came in. Hello, everyone coming in. Again, we're asked that you hold all questions until prompted. We're almost finished chatting, getting to know Akela, and then we'll start the questions, asking them. So, to deal with your spirits, you need to be a medicine man or medicine woman. We refer to a spirit as a holy people on my Mexican side when we celebrate the day. Oh, yes, we do. De los Muertos. So, love it. Same about dark magic, too.
Yeah.
Hi, Moira. Moira's here, too.
Oh, thank you, Ruby.
Yeah, I love, you know, some people want their readings right now, but I like to chat, get to know my chatters, get to
Mhm.
know my co-host, and so I love it. So, okay, so Jessica. Oh, no worries, Jessica. So let me see here. For some reason, it it's not letting me see my star people here.
Oh.
Hang on, let's see. This isn't cool. Hang on. How am I supposed to see my starred people? It says show comment. This is new. I'm seeing a show comments on stage. I don't want to show comments on stage, but I'd like to see who I've starred. Oh, you know what? Let me see something. Uh, did I unstar? Give me one moment here. Oh, I didn't. Okay.
Found it?
Okay. The reason why I couldn't see my stars is I didn't actually star Jessica's Lynn's question like I thought I did.
Oh, so there was.
You know, squirrels. But anyway, all right. Before we get started with the readings, I want to quickly put in, you would do this to me. All right. Akela-B's. Oh, also, how did you come up with Akela-B 24?
So you know that name when
You
I
weren't born
first.
in 1924, obviously.
No, 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 no. I I think when I created this YouTube page, I didn't know what to put, and I think I don't even know how I got to 24 because I thought I was 24 years old, but that can't be true. I created this YouTube where I don't know, it just sounded nice, and I just used my name, my last initial, and 24. Yeah.
It flows, Akela-B.
Yeah.
When I first heard your name, Akela-B, through Jean, I thought it was BEE, like a bumblebee.
No, mama.
So earlier on, Ange was on spot putting in your link to your channel. So I'm asking anybody who is not already subscribed to Akela, please pop on those links. Give her some subscribers. She's new to this community, and we would love to see her numbers pump up. So she's a wonderful reader, and you want to hit that bell so you know when she's on. And need I say more? So, all right. So now I can put up the banner of go ahead and put in your questions. Let's do this. Did it work?
Yes.
It seems like things aren't working right now.
It's
Okay.
working.
All right. So everybody, you can please put in your questions. Please use all caps and emojis. I can see them quicker. You know, if you don't put in an emoji, you won't get fired. I just like to see it. So, all right, we are already getting some subs going.
Thank you.
Love it. Thank you, everybody. So let me back up a little bit because some started asking a question before. Oh, now it jumped. Now you did it.
Oh.
All right, you didn't do it. Okay. Wow, it jumped way back. Okay. All right. So Polly asked a question. Okay. So what we don't answer is anything to do with money. We are not financial advisors.
Yeah.
So Polly had asked if her boss would increase above our regular reviews. I don't feel comfortable answering that because today he may be thinking, I'm going to give Polly a little raise. And then tomorrow there's budget cuts and he's not able to. So that's why we don't answer certain questions. So Polly, please go ahead and ask a different question. You know, we really love to answer questions of people on their path or what's coming, what energies are coming their way. No medical questions, please. No financial questions. But pretty much, I, you know, we'll let you know if that's an unanswerable question. Third party questions are hard. You can't say, how does so and so feel about me? That so and so's not here. And so it's really, again, I'm talking as I'm starring. I'm starring everybody. Yeah, and if you're on my channel, go pop over to her channel, and I'm inviting anybody on her channel, pop over, pop back and forth. It does help our channel algorithms too to see what kind of traffic we're getting. So, but yeah, I did a love reading. These two were in love with each other. It was a long distance relationship, but they were childhood sweethearts. See, Claire is happy with my spiritual growth. Oh, that's awesome. Okay. Okay, so is Claire. Did you ask that the last time? No, you were just asking what she's up to. I remember. so, they were madly in love, and we got another sub for you. And everything was great. And she went to go visit him, and she called me when she got back. And yeah, Ruby, I'll when I'm done starring, I will do a little roll call. Anyways, as she's talking to me, I felt some difference in her energy. So I started pulling cards. And I'm like, okay, something is what happened, you know. So I'm talking to her, and it shifted. And it shifted because when she got off the plane, he sees this woman who was 30 pounds heavier than the picture she sent him.
Oh, okay.
And that changes everything. So in the moment, they were madly in love with each other, and then everything changed, you know. So we can only answer questions like that of in the moment, you know. I like to say, you know, there's many streams that lead to a big river.
Yeah.
Some people take a left turn at Albuquerque. We're all free will, and we all decide, oh, I think I'll go this path today, and that could change
tomorrow.
Things. So, but yes, please like and subscribe to both channel, and do hit that like button. One of my mods caught one day there was like right now 24 people in chat, but I only have 5 likes. So I invite everybody to go to both channels, hit that like button for us. It really helps the channels. Kiba's here.
Yeah, hi Kiba.
Kiba was one of the first people I read for when I started my channel. And Nancy Ray has joined us. Welcome, Nancy. Okay, we already have 11 people.
11 questions?
I know, that's right. Oh my gosh, that is so funny. I used to live in Vegas, Craig, up until 18 years ago. All right, so all questions are in, and I am sorry, but I'm going to have to close questions because we won't be able to read for more than 11 tonight. So, but anyone who comes in late, you're welcome to stay, because I have had chatters say that they come in because they will receive a message that was read for somebody else and it resonated with them. So, plus you get to know each other and have a good time. So, oh, he was born in Hollywood. I was born in San Diego. I like. We're like soul siblings, Craig. Light meditations here. Visions, light visions. Yeah. The way you say that. Yeah. Okay, so. Visions. All right. All right, and this is in no particular order. Wait. Divine Universe. Where's your question, dear?
I don't think they put one in.
I think she left me again. We do ask that you are present for a question, because we get a better reading if your energy is in chat. I do realize sometimes we're on a long time and people pop in and out, but if you miss your question, I'm sorry, because we're only allowing a certain amount of time. So we both work. Got to get up early. So, in no particular order, we have Jessica Lynn, Donna Marie, Ruby Starfire, Liz, Craig, Tomer, Paul, Emily, Brendan. I got Polly again. And Nancy Ray. So we have 2 Nancys. Okay, 2 Nancys and 10 readings. So yeah, let's get going. All right, so let's see. We are going to read for Jessica Lynn. And then in a moment, I'll put in names 3 at a time in the queue so you'll know that you're going to be up soon. So, Jessica, spirit guide message.
I want to ask Jessica a question. Jessica, are you contemplating on leaving something, someone, making a decision on anything? I want to, because of what I heard, and I'm trying to make sure that that is what I heard. So I'll wait to hear from you. Oh, okay. Okay, good. It's time to leave. That's the message I heard. That's why I wanted to ask, because I clearly heard it's time to leave. So I'm going to pull a card for you, Jessica, just to see what guidance they have. Okay. If you get something, Ginger, you can go ahead.
She thinks it's her job.
Yeah.
Not right away, but she's thinking about it. Hi, Starlight Tarot. Oh, Artsy Girl's awesome. Okay. No, I'll let you finish unless you need to.
Okay. So I pulled actually 2 cards flew out this Archangel deck for you. And I know you said not right away, but you're thinking about it. And what they told me was it's time to leave. Clear as day, that's what I So you have 2 angels. You have the guardian angel, right? And as you can see, the guardian angel is standing behind, looks like I thought it was a child, but it's a young person. And it says, love yourself unconditionally, ask for help. So with this card, the angels are telling you to ask them for help, for guidance, to see what's best for you, because they are guiding you to, well, I mean, at the end of the day, you have to make the decision and when the time is right for you. But then I also got Archangel Faith. And it says, with faith, you are invincible. Believe in yourself. And what they're making me feel, Jessica, is that fear and uncertainty, because I'm feeling that worry up in my chest, because I feel like if you don't know what's next. But sometimes, either when we close a door or a door closes on us, then we allow the possibilities of the greater things that the universe have for us to flow in. So speak to your guides, speak to the angels and ask them. Okay, yes, I know. Ask them because they're telling you, call on Archangel Faith, because with faith by your side and believing in yourself, you are invincible and things will flow. And then you have the guardian angels, they're supporting you. They're letting you know that we are right here. Things will be okay. Okay? And that's what I have for you, Jessica.
That's wonderful. Yes, because I had pulled a card, decisions.
Mhm.
So, all right, with this card, you're very guarded because, like many of us, we're afraid to make the wrong decision. But I like to say she's blindfolded because she is sitting there in a space connecting with her guides, using her spiritual vision rather than worrying and contemplating. She's asking for guidance to make the right and true decision that's best for her highest good. And you're going to make the right decision. You have this Queen of Wands here. So, whatever you do, you need to embody this queen, the queen of fire. You have to show that you have ambition, you have great ideas. You're the person for the job. So whatever you do, decide whether you want to stay there, lobby to stay, or to move on. You've got to embody that fiery ambition. And oh, we also got a black jaguar here. Let me read. Sorry, Keela. When
No,
I see an animal, I got to read on it. That's all about protection. It's also about power and mystery. And it says, you are an old soul. Walk through life with confidence and grace. You have the ability to create your own dreams. You have that manifestation power. And then your advice here, it's not advice, but you've got in the in the ether world, in the elemental world, you have this crab here, which is symbolizing that you are protected. But again, you are protecting yourself, but don't protect yourself too much that where you're going to miss out on opportunities. So let down your guard just a little, but you can still have a shielding arm, but you know,
yeah.
ask for when you for assistance on when to shield and when to let that shield down. But trust in the process and trust in your intuition most of all. So that's our story for you, Jessica. So I hope this helps you tonight. Um, let's see. And we had Starlight Tarot coming in. Hello, and Mandy G.
Hi.
Just wanted to say hi to people. Okay. All right. So yes, Jessica, there you are. And we are going to be reading for Donna Marie next.
Okay. Donna.
Okay. Okay. Message from Spirit. That's what we're here for. All right. Let us tune in.
You want to go to Ginger? You can go if you have something for her already.
Oh, okay. Okay. I just never want to interrupt the process, you know.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
Okay. Perfect. All right, Donna. Let me take this down so you can see the card. So my first card for you is this gorgeous Wheel of Fortune that reminds me of the steampunk age, which is, I just love that. So Wheel of Fortune, it's all about cycles. So whatever cycle you're in right now, if you're in a up cycle, celebrate it. Celebrate it, and also say to the universe, I am blessed. I am blessed. I'm thankful for my blessings. Now, if you're in a challenging time, this is a time where universe usually puts something of a obstacle or a challenge in your way, because sometimes we're going too fast and it's time to slow down, take a moment, reset, reassess, reflect, and make plans on moving forward for when, oh, it's almost like the moon cycles. So I've said this before. I have learned that the waning moon is a better cycle for me than the waxing moon. So I know waning time, it's a go, go, go. Waxing time, it's time to just step back a moment, reflect, reassess, or even re-energize and recharge. All the while, keep communicating with your guides. These two cards came out together. You've got, it's funny. This says Princess of Pentacles, but I read it at a moment of Princess of Petals. So, and this is an earth element. So this is about starting a new journey, and starting a new journey in collecting resources, almost like a squirrel does. Collect your resources. What are you planning? It's time to start collecting information, collecting physical objects. If you're starting a new business or a artist adventure or traveling, but that's a good omen for the Princess of Petals. And the reason why I may have said petals is you might be, um, maybe the elementals are trying to connect with you. So you might be having a new journey in connecting with Mother Earth and the elementals. The card that came out with it was Knight of Swords. So that's saying collect this information and then charge forward with your ideas. But be mindful not to go too fast, because you may miss fine details, or you may run over people you don't mean to run over. Just be open and aware of your surroundings during this time. And then for the elementals, you have the crown of triumph. Celebrate victories. So whatever you're thinking about, whatever you're doing, this is a mermaid and she's surrounded by these fish, and fish symbolize abundance. So just keep your vibrational energy high and stay grounded and connected. So there's my story for you, Donna Marie.
Okay. Ready? So, Donna Marie, so as I'm sitting here, I didn't hear anything, but what I felt was all this energy in my shins, forcing my feet into the ground. It was so powerful. And it started at the top of my shin, not at my knee, but right between, and just was pushing all this energy. So what I got from that is maybe it's trying to tell you to ground, get your feet out in the dirt. You know, whether you're walking on grass, I'm not sure, I can't remember exactly where you are, but get your feet out there in the grass and yes, rid myself. Okay, yes. And so that's what I got from you for you. So then I decided to pull cards from the Archangel deck, I mean from the Angel deck, and I got Seraphim Seraphiel. And this angel is beautiful, says, tune into the divine will, open to higher illumination, right? And I know you, I know your heart. But here's what the card says it says, when the Seraphim Seraphiel comes to you, he is inviting you to step up your light. Imagine what your life would be like if you opened your heart completely. Then act as if it's fully open. When you do so, Seraphiel will bring you inner peace, happiness, healing, abundance, and love. Expand your heart and receive his illumination. So I think once you ground, why they show me the grounding first is because one, you're connected into Mother Earth, you're protected a bit. So then as you open up, he can come in, this angel can come in and do whatever it is that they need to do because you're more open, right? So ground and open up your heart a little bit more, to allow Seraphim Seraphiel to come in. But they also took me to Archangel Jeremiel.
Ooh.
And Archangel Jeremiel, his purple represents the amethyst. He says, learn from your challenges, relax, and trust. So no matter what challenges you're being faced with, it's okay. Don't stay stuck in it. Relax and trust that Archangel Jeremiel and the universe has your back. And it says, choosing this card suggests it is time to move beyond a stumbling block in your life with hope and courage. Guidance is to look at your challenges, see them as opportunities for growth, and decide what you have to learn from each challenge. When you have done this, ask Archangel Jeremiel to enfold you in his deep purple amethyst light to transmute your old ego limitations. So those are the two, that's the message I have for you, Donna Marie. So Seraphim Seraphiel. I hope I'm saying the name correctly. All that beautiful illuminations.
Love
And then
it.
Archangel Jeremiah.
I actually have called upon Jeremiah to be on my team because
Mm.
he also helps with intuition and psychic abilities. So between him and his sister Haniel,
Oh,
they're
nice.
good. They're a good group to um, call upon. So, all right, let's keep going. We have Ruby. Can I please get a reading from Spirit? Yes, Miss Ruby. Yes, Miss Ruby. So, like I said, in queue, we have Ruby, Liz, and then Craig. Mute myself here.
They have me feeling like if I'm overthinking. I'm overthinking, Ruby. So if you are overthinking, I think they want you in your head. They want you to relax because I'm asking a question, and no matter what, I just feel like I'm questioning, re-questioning everything that they are trying to say or they're trying to show me. So that tells me that you're in your head a lot, you're overthinking something. And let me see what card I get here for you real quickly. Oh, okay. And they have me using this Archangel deck. I have other decks here, but this is the only deck they're taking me to. And you get Archangel Charity. And Archangel Charity, it says, give with an open heart and be generous. Now, that's not to say that you don't give with an open heart or you're generous, right? Sometimes, what do they want to say? Huh. I'm hearing to yourself.
That's exactly what I was saying.
That's what you were, yeah, to yourself. Um, Stop being stingy with yourself, you know?
Take
This is
that bubble bath.
yeah, exactly. I was about to say the same love and wanting to do for others, that do that for you, do that for yourself, be generous with yourself. And if you don't know how to do that, I would say calling the Archangel Charity so that she can help you. You know, if you see that beautiful red pumps that you've been eyeing and you're like, no, 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 splurge a little. You know, what I've learned is that money is energy, right? If you have a mentality of lack, lack follows.
Mhm.
Once you surrender, the universe works with you. But then what I've also learned is when the universe is working with you, and because you're breaking that lack mentality, I can't hold on to it with the tightest grip, because then I'm not allowing the universe for it to flow. So I know we all have things in life that we are dealing with, and we're like, no, I can't. But if we continue to say we can't, I can't do this, I can't go out to eat dinner, I can't buy this thing I've been wanting forever, then that tight grip or that lack mentality comes back in. So I would say be generous to yourself, your heart, your soul. Put rose petals in a bath, sit and soak it all up. Whatever makes you happy, Ruby. I think, yeah.
Yeah.
Take care of you. Love
Right.
you.
Right.
Yeah. And I'm done,
We
Ginger.
don't pamper ourselves enough.
No, we don't.
All right, Ruby. It's funny. I just got tingles when I said that. I'm like, okay, I get the message myself. Okay, so Ruby, for you, I've got this Princess of Wands. So the Princess of Wands, she's got this drive in her. She's got the ambition to do things. She's creative, but she hesitates sometimes. And with that being said, it's time to go after your ambitions. Dream big. What's lighting the fire in you? What ambitions do you have? And the next card is the Knight of Swords. Take that idea and go. It's time to move forward. So it's time to move forward towards your dreams. Because as I'm holding this, he's going towards her. So it's time to go after what you're questing for. And then from the elementals, um, they want you to be comforted in knowing that you have loved ones that are crossed over, that are watching over you, that are whispering in your ear. Sometimes we just need to be still and listen. But just know, because the cardinals are always seem to represent loved ones who've crossed over. So you have two in this picture. So you have two loved ones watching over you. So be open and aware of your surroundings. And within the next upcoming days, weeks, um, pay attention to how often you see the cardinal. And it's just a reminder that you're being watched over. And so I feel like they're working up there from beyond to try to do their best in helping you. But again, just you have to make that action to move forward. So that's my story for you, Ruby. And I hope we've helped you in some way tonight. You're very welcome. Craig's shopping. He bought two jumpers. I love it. I was just looking at one on Amazon going, should I? I don't know.
Right?
Sometimes those cute jumpers look best on thinner, taller people, not short and squatty like me. All right, we're going to read for Liz. How are you doing, Akela? We good?
Yeah, we're good.
We're almost an hour already.
Oh, wow. Time's flying.
So, all right. So, path ahead for Liz. Liz, are you still here? She's here a moment ago, anyway. All right. Liz is here. Thank you, Liz. All right.
Okay. Liz, what I heard was get up and get out. There's a lot of reasons why folks may not want to get out. Maybe it's cold, get up and get out. Maybe it's cold, maybe health reasons, mobility reasons, I'm not sure. But what I heard is they want you to get up and get out. And what I'm seeing in my head is you walking on a path with trees, so out in nature. I don't know if you have a nature path close by. But I'm feeling like it's going as I say that I'm inhaling, I can feel like the cool the cool night's breeze going down my chest. So I feel like, oh, let me see. If you, true Akela, for some years I've been stuck. Okay. Okay. Liz, even if you can't get out far for whatever reason, um, some people, they're fearful of, there's a lot of nonsense going. I move out of, trying to get a job and move out of a home. Okay. Okay. So back to what I said. If you can, because what I'm feeling is that if you can get to the path, and I felt that cool air going in my nostrils down, I can feel it going down my chest. I feel like that would help remove, it's hard to explain, but it's removing stuck energy, for lack of a better terminology. But they want you to get out into nature. Maybe even just taking a walk on your street, if you can, if it's safe for you. I would say to try that. But I also want to pull a card for you, Liz. Yeah, or maybe even, I just heard, maybe even out your front door. I know where I am. I walk up my front door. I have this path. I walk to my driveway and I walk back. It's just something to get you outside. Yeah, okay. Oh, and you got the Archangel of Hope. The Archangel of Hope. And she says, look for a cosmic gift. And what's interesting with this card, and remember, you deserve it. So no matter what, you deserve it. But if you look, there's a like a gateway, right? And the gateway is nature. She has looks like a lantern, and she's going to walk up the steps out into nature. So I feel like if you are able to, if you can get someone to go with you, if you don't want to go by yourself, you're going to see signs. And oh, good. Good. Okay. Yeah, that's what I have for you, Liz. Um get out. They want you to get up and get out, take walks in nature, try to just clear your mind, maybe sing a song as you're walking, so that the monkey brain doesn't start and then you can't hear spirit. But call in Archangel Hope as you go on that nature walk, and ask her to help you to see the cosmic gift that they're talking about in this card, because you deserve it. You don't deserve to be stuck, stuck in the house. We all deserve what nature has to offer to us. And that's what I have, Ginger. You're on mute.
Natural remedy of just going out into nature, soaking up some of the sunshine, even indirect sunlight, is go into a shade if it's hot. Go into the shade.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So your reading just resonated with my cards, really, because I have this card of, I'm sure I'm doing it. Oh, wait a moment. Well, let me read what I thought it was first, and that was having so many things you want to do, but being stuck and afraid to move forward. But I'll read what it really is in a moment. But look at this beautiful moon card here. This moon card talks about illumination and shadow, light and dark. It's about you know our fears. We have the scarab beetle here for instead of a crayfish, which tells me that sometimes your fears are unfounded, because this scarab beetle, I believe he represents, transition and being protected. So don't be afraid to move forward towards your dreams and your ambitions. But again, the moon illuminates. So especially in a full moon, that's when you put in your manifestations. What do you want illuminated in your life? So bring that out, bring it out. All that star shine that's inside you, is it needs to come out. It needs to come out. And then when you do, see, this person has been here meditating on everything that they've wanted, and they've really focused and in detail what they want to manifest in their lives. And this talks about success. The first step is getting up and out, movement, and that, whether that's physical movement, emotional movement, just movement of some sort. And then your elementals, again, another moon, it says moon dancers. Trust your instincts. So work with your guides, work on your instincts, and have them convey to you messages, and practice with them. Ask them certain questions. If there's a question with the answer of yes, show me a sign, and then pick the sign. For me, mine is, it feels like somebody goes like this on my side, and then my no is a pressure on this temple. And how I found out my nose one time is I went to a crystal shop, and there was this beautiful crystal, had to have it. I think it was snowbite. Anyways, I touch it, I pick it up, and I get this pressure here. I'm like, okay, that's a no. And then realize it was a lot of money anyway. But then I'm like, that's mine. So start working with your guides and your intuition, and test yourself. So, but moon dancer, this next full moon, go out under that moonlight, dance. Who cares who's watching you? But dance, and what it's doing is raising your vibrational energy. It's giving you spiritual freedom. And again, it's in nature. So under the moonlight, out in the sunshine, you need that energy in you. So that's what we have for you tonight, dear. I hope you enjoyed those stories. Oh, a lot of fear holding me back, but working on my fears. Yeah. You just ask your guides to ask and assist me in making the right and true decisions for my best and highest good. So, and again, with the abundance thing, I love to say I am open and receptive to the abundance that flows into my life. And make sure you say that you are blessed and thankful.
And you know what I do when I go, because some parks that you walk through, right, it always seems like you're the only one on the path, and I'm like, oh my God, So what I've started doing is I'll be like, is this a good day for me to go to the park? And then I'll get that feeling. And then as I go to the park and I'm walking, what happened the other day, I got to a certain point and I looked ahead, and there was a fox. The fox didn't do anything, but I took that as spirit's confirmation that, you see, if you hadn't come, their validation that if you hadn't come, I wouldn't have seen that fox. And the fox just stood at a distance, looked at me, and then eventually it went off into its own, it went on its own path, and I didn't see it again. So just ask them, is today a good day for me to try to go out? And they'll let you know. So all the best is
talk to them. The more you talk to them, the more that communication just opens, and then you might end up like me, where they make fun of you because you need to be snapped out of it. All right, Craig, are you still with us, my friend? Oh, my West Coast sibling. Okay, so, you will be fine, baby boy. Oh, Fun Boy. I'm sorry, poor Fun Boy always comes in almost an hour later. So please, I will be on tomorrow at 7 p.m. with Ivana Intuitive. So if we don't get you tonight, come on tomorrow night and we'll get you. So all is not lost.
Exactly. Craig is here.
Yeah, he says what? Navajo. tribe. We get messages from animals. We always thank them. Cornmeal and tobacco.
I love cornmeal.
Captain Matt Peace Pipe. All right, so Craig had a question. All right. Is Clara happy with my spiritual growth and understanding, and very considerate of her feelings? So is that your question, Craig? I want to make sure that's your question. In Divine Universe, you disappeared on me before asking a question early on. So we will read you after Brendan. Okay, so, and do you know by now who Clara is?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. All right. So, all right. Love to connect with Clara.
So, Craig, I heard, of course, and then I got this kind of a look, as if it's like, why would you think different? Is the look that I got. It wasn't demeaning or anything. Was that? It was just, you know how women, when we get asked certain questions, we're like, really, you know. But what I heard was, of course, and I'm gonna pull a card for you as well. Okay, so I got for you, Craig, Archangel Aurora. And Archangel Aurora says, welcome new beginnings. Let the sun shine in your life. Interesting.
Wow.
So, have you noticed that there are, I was just about to ask if you've noticed a shift in or change in some of your abilities, the things that you can do or maybe feel or see, because there are some new things. I want to see what else this card says. The message is what the card says, right? It says, choosing this card suggests that something new is about to awaken within you. A light may switch on in your mind regarding an aspect of your life or future. You may suddenly see new possibilities or wake up to the potential in a person or project. It's time for an old attitude or situation to drop away and be replaced in a moment by light and happiness. And that is why they're saying, let the sun shine in your life. So Clara says, of course. And it's what I was chuckling at, Ginger, is that after, because I was, sometimes you question yourself, is that what you heard? And then in my head, she plays a scene, and Craig, you can confirm or you don't have to confirm, where like Craig says, is that what you told her? And I hear her saying, oh, she's good. So I chuckled, and I wasn't gonna share it, but I'm sitting here, and because it keeps replaying in my head, okay,
yes.
let me say it.
Oh, yeah, more and more her visitation dreams are coming clearer and more vibrant.
Yeah.
And he was rearranging her picture scrapbook. It took me hours. Afterwards, I felt her gentle kiss. Aww. And that would make sense with this image that I pulled. You, Craig, are the lion, and she is the maiden. And there's such a beautiful connection between the two of you. And you are strong. You're a strong person anyways, but her strength seems to magnify that in you. And she believes in you. And she's so happy that you two are connected. But yes, most definitely. She's that gentle, well, like you said, a gentle kiss. She's when like, if you're ever, like, say, stressed or concerns or anything like that, and all of a sudden you just feel this gentle feeling of calm come over you, that's Clara. That is Clara. And about your spiritual gifts, I'd say she's very pleased, and she can't wait for you to share, or if you are sharing, um, the whole equal exchange of energies. Make sure you're not giving out too much. Be sure to step back and replenish. But look at this. She's got red hair. And didn't she have red hair? Or at least at one point, Greg. But this is her watching over you and helping you share your gifts, and making sure that you're keeping everything in balance. She's make sure you are keeping your energy in balance as you're sharing your gifts. And my last, all these women have long hair. The hair, and it says, "Welcome the calm."
Oh, wow.
Look at that. So is there a pond nearby, or a little body of water? And I feel like you need to go into that if there is. If not, put water in a bucket and go outside and put your feet into it. What's he say?
Yeah,
Out of nowhere, I feel her sometimes. She sneaks up on me. Yes, pure red hair. She's red. Oh, what?
Yeah.
But I wanted to read on the hair and energy here. I lost it though. Okay. The heron is representing patience and introspection, solitude. It says, take time alone to find balance, and then step confidently towards your purpose. And so I'm just feeling like you need to go and ground, but in water. Almost like a clarification, almost baptismal. Just when you step in water, or even in the shower, just picture it cleansing your chakras and you connecting with Earth Mother and with the divine, and her just energy. I just feel it washing over you. So beautiful.
By chance, did she smoke? Because I got an image of a person with a long.
Back then, they all did.
Oh,
oh my goodness. So let me get back to the comments. Oh, I am on the comments. Oh my goodness. So every morning I walk with her and ground by touching a tree. Oh, that's wonderful. Okay. So I see some people have come in after. Questions are closed. We are at an hour and 15 minutes. Of course, we chatted a little bit first. But I am on tomorrow night, 7 p.m. with Ivana. If you don't get a reading tonight, please pop in tomorrow night, and I'll be sure you get a reading tomorrow. Do you have something coming up, Akela?
No, I don't have anything coming up, not till July.
Oh, we'll have to change that.
Yeah.
You have something in June for sure.
Okay. Yeah, she's okay.
Oh, okay. She tickles me with her cigarette.
Okay.
I remember, that trip across country with my grandmother. She would smoke Tiparillas, I think they were. It's the little tiny cigars with the little plastic tip. And I guess it helped her stay awake or something while she was driving, because she was not a smoker. But I remember I would take those little tips and pretend I was all. Okay. So how are you feeling?
I'm good. We can go. We can
We can do a couple more.
mhm.
All right. So I said Tomer was next. Tomer, are you still here? And Artsy Girl is wishing somebody love and light. So Tomer, are you still here? Hello, Tomer.
Yeah.
Yep, yep.
Yep. Yep.
Got the wavy hands. There is a little bit of delay. That's why I wait. Okay, so my
Ooh,
soul is okay. What is my soul mission in
we
life?
should.
Oh
Mhm.
yes. Okay. All right, Tomer.
So, this is something. Okay. So Tamar, what I heard, well, actually not what I heard, because when I went in, um, they showed me your profile picture, which is the yin and the yang, and it's black and white, which is balance. Right. So I was like, okay, I mean, that's her pig. It's. So part of your purpose is here to create balance. So I had to go, I asked my pendulum. I was like, is that correct? Is that what I'm getting? And my pendulum said, yes. You are here, and I'm going to pull a card as well for you. You are here, and this may not be your whole purpose. This may just be part of it. Um and what they said is her symbol. You are here create to help create balance on the earth. And that's interesting. I don't know what you're doing and how you're doing that. I guess you're gonna have to ask your guides, that question in meditation. But it's interesting that they took me straight to your profile picture. The black and the white balance, the yin and the yang again, balance. So it's interesting that you were drawn to that. But the card I have for you is okay. So you have, and it's always interesting when I get when I get two cards stuck together and you're trying to separate them and they would not separate, and the card fell on my hand and still stayed stuck together on the floor. So you have Archangel Azrael, and Archangel Azrael says, it's time to let go. Prepare for the change. Prepare for the change. And what's interesting about this card is above Archangel Azrael's head that I've never noticed is the infinity symbol. So, what are you holding on to that you need to let go of? I feel like I am born to be a leader. Just need to confirm this. Well, creating balance could potentially be a leader, right? Let's say you're amongst people, you're in a room with folks who there's conflict, there's chaos, and you somehow step in as the mediator. You're creating balance between those two people. You're taking the leadership role. Being a leader doesn't necessarily mean to be like you have a title of a leader. We're all leaders in different ways with things that we do in situations and the people around us. Just need to confirm this. I'm going to ask my pendulum though. But don't And maybe that's why the card you got was Archangel Raziel, time to let go, because maybe you are thinking too much about what your purpose is. But I'm going to ask about the leader. But I would say expand expand your thought on what a leader is, and not just this small role. Okay, I'm just saying this is not spirit. It's not just I'm a manager, or I'm a supervisor, or I am a CEO. You know, we all do leadership stuff in many different forms and fashion. Okay, so let me see.
A global leader.
Okay, so I'm asking my pendulum about the off grid, because Tema asked a question. If grid work is part of the mission. So let's see. I phrased my question wrong, so I'm going to rephrase it. Okay, I'm going to slowly move my hand up. Let me see. Okay, so if it swings this way, it's a yes. Okay, and if it swings this way, it's a no. That's how my pendulum works. Okay. And I'm going to ask the question about me first to see what answer I get.
It's going, maybe.
No, so the question I'm asking, it's going swinging to you, then to me. So that's a yes. So I'm going to ask about Tama's question. Okay, let me center it. Is part of Tama's mission here on Earth in this lifetime to do grid work? This is part of Tama's mission here on Earth in this lifetime to do grid work. So it's swinging left to right, you see? It's not going back and forth, so it's a no.
Okay.
Yeah. But what I've learned is we signed contracts different times, because apparently I signed a new contract recently that I was not aware of. So that could change, Tama, so don't be disappointed. A global leader. I think, see, Tama,
but your purpose may not be grid work, but that doesn't mean you're not, that's not part of your journey, right? So if that's something you love to do, then yeah.
Oh Lord, and now I put the card back. I'm gonna find the card. But they said the card, and I think you try to change your perspective on what a leader is. Okay? Because the person who is out there cleaning up the ocean, you see these videos on YouTube, TikTok, they took the initiative to pick up the trash that's on the beach,
Right.
or clean rivers or whatever. They are leaders. They may not be recognized by the world as a leader, but they are leaders in their own way. And that's why I think I'm getting to shift your perspective on what a leader is. And I'll turn it over to you, Ginger.
Okay. All right. So when I pull this card, and I'm asking about your purpose, to me, this card is saying part of your purpose, because I think we have several factions of our purpose. And part of it is bringing people together in a spiritual manner. These three lovelies are celebrating, but they're celebrating next to a tree. So that tells me they're celebrating ancestral energy, or they're celebrating Gaia. And there's just celebrating each other's energies as well. So part of your purpose, I think, is for you bringing people together, giving them knowledge that comes from ancestral wisdom that you channel, that you don't realize you are channeling. And okay, and then this is about being successful in your in what's this? Okay, sorry. Um, being successful in what you're truly loving to do, and being successful by using resources, natural resources that are available to you. So again, I think it you know, using some spreading some knowledge, bringing people together, celebrating. And then your last card, you said something about letting go, you know. So there might be some things that you need to let go of, and this could be self-limiting beliefs, it could be some restrictions, it could be just past angers or hurt. It's about, the leaves have changed, they've fallen, and so times have changed, and it's time now for you to start a new journey. But what might be restricting you or holding you back is some things that you can't seem to let go of. So you can go into meditation unless you know what you need to let go of. But you can go into meditation and do a releasement, or even through a ritual, even in a group setting, a ritual. So, yeah. So,
and calling Archangel Azrael
oh
and
my
ask,
God.
because you see, we both got, it's time to let go. There's something you have to let go of.
Mhm.
And maybe it is to bring in this thing that you love and want to do, Tima. Maybe it is to do grid work. I don't know.
Mhm.
But you have to let go of something for the new to come in. And
Right.
that's what this card, the Archangel Azrael card, talks about. So
Yeah.
all the best to you.
Hello, Ginny. Do you have
Ginny.
enough energy for one more reading?
Yeah.
Okay, because Divine Universe, she's in Sweden. Is
Okay.
it Sweden, Divine? And when we come on, it's midnight or so there, and she fell asleep, and I don't blame her. But for her to come join us this late, I would really love to read for her. So.
Yes. Yes.
All right. So, Tamara, you're very, very welcome. Thank you for letting us read for you. All right. I'm afraid we only have time for one more reading, but I'll be making my list. And again, I'll be on again tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Eastern with Ivana. And so pop on over and join us, and then I'll make sure you get a reading tomorrow. So,
Yeah.
so for now, let's do Divine Universe
Okay.
and see what does for her.
So Divine Universe just wants a general reading, or does she have a question?
You know, Divine, if you have a question real quick, pop it in. Thank you, Craig. And thank you, Clara.
Yeah.
If not, we'll give you a what spirit needs you to know reading.
Okay. She wants me online.
Yes, but it's only 6:30 or 5:30 there. Can't see my clock. All right.
Okay.
You want me to
So you
go?
can go. You can go. I mean,
Oh, messing with the computer. Uh, okay. Okay. All right, dear. And thank you again for, I mean, all the way from Sweden. Thank you. All right. I love my first card for you. It's the Knight of Cups. So, and okay, so he has Cancer energy. So the astrological sign of Cancer. He or she, non-gender specific, but something is coming your way that's going to fulfill your heart, whether it's another person, a love interest, or a new friend that you have this deep connection with. But some energy, something that you've been yearning for, is coming your way. And I like to put a 3 month um, timeline on things within the next 3 months. But this to me, it's a white horse. It talks of serenity to me. So some serene, beautiful energy is coming your way. And then you've got the Empress. Oh my gosh. So while this energy is entering, coming your way, I'm asking you to embody the Empress within. So the Empress within, the Empress energy is all about loving life, nurturing, whether it's nurturing others, nurturing your soul. She's all about creating. So something creating. So you're asked to embody that Empress energy. I feel like maybe she's been hiding. You've forgotten to let her out because the day to day life is can be daunting. So you need to go in deep. Remember who you are. What a beautiful being you are, and let that build up in a light and then expand that light out. You are meant to live. You are meant to do what you love. You're meant to nurture others. You're meant to be nurtured. You are meant to create something. So if you have something creative that you've put aside, maybe you used to do poetry, journaling, artwork, um, whatever it is, you need to pick it back up. It brings you joy. And then we have, you've got the axolotl. And this is about healing energy. You see what the axolotl is?
Mm-hmm.
It's that cute little salmon kind of character with fringe, frailty. They're about transformation. They are regenerative little beings. And so this is about you regenerating, renewing life within yourself, believing in life again if you have been at that guarded state. So you have beautiful energy coming your way, but it can't reach you if you don't open up and be receptive to it. So, Divine Universe, that's my story for you tonight. Thank you for letting me read for you.
Oh my gosh. I feel like you were reading some of what I got, right? Because I heard
I'm getting
embrace.
goosebumps.
Yeah. The word I heard was embrace. And I'm like, well, what is divine universe supposed to embrace? And I heard embrace what's coming. But what's coming is it's good. So when Ginger said, I was like, oh yes. So I pulled two angel cards for you, and I got, and I've never pulled this card. It's
Ooh,
Archangel Garcisa, I
never
guess.
heard of that
Yeah.
angel.
And she says to create a solid spiritual foundation and be in service to the planet. And I'm going to read what it says because as I'm reading, I keep hearing, no, read the passage, right? And
Mm-hmm.
we also got Archangel Faith.
Ooh.
And Ginger also said this. It says, with faith, you are invincible. Believe in yourself. And throughout Ginger's reading, she kept saying, believe in yourself. So believe that you can do whatever it is that's coming. You have agreed to this and you know what to do. So I'm going to read the Archangel Gracisa. It says, receiving this card suggests you are ready to move forward on your ascension path. It reminds you to strengthen your Earth Star chakra by walking, spiritual reading, meditation, chanting, or your own particular spiritual discipline. Ask Archangel Garcisa to help you sink roots deep into hollow earth so that you can access wisdom and knowledge. This is also the card of universal service. Archangel Garcisa is calling you to assist the planet by sending your light down the ley lines and round the new ninth dimensional cosmic grid. Wow.
Wow.
This, visualize yourself as a column of light. Then draw cosmic energy down through yourself into hollow earth. See it spreading through Earth's fifth dimensional ley line grid and then out through Stonehenge to light up the cosmic grid. So just as she's
Wow.
doing in this, you see that light that's coming down into Stonehenge. And
Love
then if you
that.
think about it, right? These are like the ley lines.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're that light, and it's not, it's part of yours, but the light that you are pulling down from the cosmic universe is what you are sending through you to
Mm-hmm.
help planet Earth. Wow, that's beautiful. What a
Yes.
beautiful
That
reading
is.
to end on. I mean, all
She
were
love
beautiful.
that color. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. And just trust and believe, divine universe, that you can do it. So believe in yourself.
I'm stepping back to this side of me that I have been holding back. Yes,
Okay.
exactly. You know, we all forget that we are divine energy, and, but spiritually aside, we forget what beautiful person we are.
Mm-hmm.
And we have our doubts, and that's when you need to go back and really go in deep. And what are you good at? What are your accomplished? Don't think about what you feel like you failed or let down or missed out on. Just focus on who you are. What a beautiful person you are. What you've done, your accomplishments. What are your creative endeavors, the friends you've helped, the people that you've helped that you didn't even know you helped just by saying hello to them. So anyways, thank you. I'm glad we got to read for you.
Yes, yes.
And it is, I think, I was going to say it's 1337 there. 137 in Sweden. Or was it 5? Is there a 5-hour difference? I can't remember now.
I don't
Is
know.
it 6 hours? I can't remember. Anyway, um, so yes, as I said, let me put her link back in here. That's not it. So everybody, if you have not yet, please go to Akela-B's YouTube channel, and I'm trying to put the link in real quick. Hang on.
Thank you.
And do subscribe, hit the bell so you know when she's on next. And she will be on soon with me again, I hope. I've
Yes.
had a wonderful time.
Yes.
And she has beautiful energy, beautiful readings. And so, like I said, if you haven't already, please pop over, hit that link, subscribe, hit the bell. And I'm sorry that we are. Oh, it's 2:38 there. Oh my goodness. Wow. So thank you, Divine Universe. I hope you enjoyed your reading and your message. And everyone, thank you for coming and sharing space with us tonight. We've been on over an hour and a half. So we went a little over.
That's fine.
It's hard not to do when messages start flowing in.
Yeah.
So I just want to thank each and every one of you for hanging out with us. We still have 15 people in chat and are watching us, 16 that just jumped up. So yes, quick, hit
I,
those links, go subscribe, help her channel grow, and we will be on again soon. And
yes.
when you hit those bells, you know when we're going to be on.
Yeah.
So
And Ginger, you'll be on tomorrow at 7 Eastern with Ivana. And yeah.
Ivana Intuitive.
So if
So
you didn't get your question read, come
yeah,
on back tomorrow night. Yeah, to get
yes.
your question
So
read.
yeah. So I want to just wish everyone many, many, many blessings. Of course, Fae blessings. Give Mother Earth some love and hugs. When you're grounding, send Earth Mother healing where she needs it most. And as always, be blessed, feel blessed. And I'm going to send you all off with my little fairy butt. So
Yeah.
we'll see you soon. Bye, everyone. Bye-bye.